we have a part of the show, but that tier is gonna change. Hey, y'all better get y'all questions in now. I'm telling you. We have a part of the show from Demetrius, who I feel like every week it's from Demetrius. Demetrius is getting his $50 worth. Demetrius, I'm not answering you no more. Cancel, nigga. It's too much. This question is for the room and Joe. Joe, you can answer for both career paths. You wake up tomorrow and you are a random person, but you still know everything that you know now. Mm-hmm. How long would it take for you to get back to where you are now? How would you do it? And what would you do differently?
That's a good one.
For both career paths, for Potter and rapping. I think if I started rapping today with all the knowledge that I know, maybe it takes me 6 years.
To be a successful rapper, or just enter into the business?
The business, to be able to fund myself and make a way of life. Like a lucrative way of life.
From ground zero?
From zip.
From zero.
From zip, 6 years.
Okay. Anybody else?
Really?
4 to 6 years.
What's the other one? Because he said answer from both career paths.
In podcasting, I imagine, would be tougher.
Much harder.
Podcasting, I imagine, would be tougher. But I'm still going to say, well, I got the knowledge. She said if I know everything that I know.
Yeah, you're already good at the shit that you're good at.
But you're starting from
square one.
Just being no one knows you.
Yeah, it's harder.
But you have all the skills and knowledge.
It's harder.
I don't think it takes you 6 years to become popping as a rapper or a podcaster. If you have the knowledge and the talent, all that shit remains the same. People just don't know you yet. The hard part is learning all the shit that you need to know.
Exactly, that's what it is.
I think the rapping piece is easier. I think the podding piece would be harder because if you're starting from ground zero, you don't have some of your relationships.
You guys, y'all don't have to answer for my answers because they asked y'all.
No, I'm letting you finish.
For y'all respective, because I want to hear that. Yeah, for me, I'll go for music 4 to 6 years. For podding, I will do 3 to 5.
Okay. I'm gonna go previous to podding, of course. It wouldn't take me that long. With the knowledge that I have, CDL driver. So I would approach things a little differently now. I'm smacking the road up, and I'd run that up pretty quick. To tell you the truth.
But for me, what do we say? Success is $1 million. I think with the knowledge I have starting from the ground, I'd be at $1 million in 2 years.
Who said it's successful $1 million though?
I was throwing a
gauge.
I was just throwing a gauge. I don't want to.
As podcaster or like real estate?
I'd be at a real estate $1 million in a year and a half, 2 years, starting from the ground.
Wow. Music career, I think I could get there in 3 years or so. Depending on where I'm at, there's a lot of circumstantial shit.
And what I do, I think it'll be a year. Yeah, I think it'll be a year with the knowledge now, changing things around. Yeah.
I think out of everybody, I think Flip might get there the fastest.
Agreed. I'd say like 2.5.
With the knowledge, with having all the knowledge, I think he would get there the fastest.
I like Turtle in the Air.
I just wish, and hopefully I would listen. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the knowledge. That's the only mistake that I made. I feel I made.
But knowing that would be now when you hear it, you would actually, That's why I think you would make it the fastest.
Nigga, I got to go to therapy or something, nigga. I'm about to sign up for that shit. Got to. When you start to think, nigga, when you in your thoughts, I don't know how y'all do it.
Not you, not Mr. Talk myself through it in the mirror and get up out of here.
No, I still abide by that. I still live by that. But what I'm saying is that when you sit down and think, like, all I had to do was listen to this or do this. I don't know where the stubbornness come from. That shit is too deep for me to even talk about right now. Like, just being stubborn and thinking that everybody's against you, nigga. Nah, fuck you, nigga. I don't give a fuck. And trying to do it. Sometimes people be really there to just help.
True.
And if you just listen and take some advice, be in a better
go a long way.
Yeah, it can.
All right, I am going with
Oh wait, we didn't let Mel answer the question.
I did. I said 2.5, 3 years.
Oh, my bad. That was quick. Go ahead.
Which one? Oh, okay.
He asked what would we all do differently, but
he did?
I think the same. I think it's kind of
I wouldn't spend them early money. In the real estate business, part of your growth comes from you reinvesting.
Mm-hmm.
So my stupid shit, when I first started getting money, I started splurging. You know what I'm saying? Like this was back in the day when Chart House was something. You remember like back in the day, I would be in that bitch 3 times a week, 4 times a week. And it's just stupid use of the bread that you're supposed to reinvest to grow. You might get 100 and blow that shit, and now you starting from the bottom again, and it was a monster.
I think in music, the sheer idea of the question would cut out a lot of the shit. Like you would do things differently because you wouldn't have to learn so much, and figure out so much shit. So it's inherent in the question what you would do differently because you wouldn't have to learn all the shit that you have to learn.
That's true.
Neutral Budden.